There we go. There we go. That's on. There we go. Right there. That's on. There we go. Double white maggot on hook. Lovely fish to end on. Oh, another lovely morning for it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to be doing another cheap rod and reel challenge. I am back at Holcroft on Bridgepool. I am on Island. Last time I was over there, which was a few days ago. When you see this, it will be last week's episode. I'm here, look at me, real person, but I'm actually on paternity leave. So, having a baby, aren't we? So I need to be off and feed and night feeds and all that cool stuff. So I'm getting this done, so you've got something to watch, some mildly exciting entertainment. And the only way I can do it and make it interesting is by using tact like this. Now, this is a NGT Carp Stalker rod. It's 6 foot tall, long. It ends there. That doesn't mean I'm 7 foot. It means that this was broken. And other than that, the rod seems functionable. And this is a Angling Pursuits Max 40 bait runner reel. Again, really cheap stuff. This new, I think, is £13.99, brand new. This is, I think it's 15 quid or 20 quid, not quite sure. I've paired it up with some Temu 12-pound line, the red stuff that we used last time over there. And today I'm doing pretty much the same thing. However, look at this rod. It's designed for this. It's designed for close range margin fishing for big fish. And today I'm here at Holcroft. I'm going to do exactly that. I'm just going to drop in a couple of rigs, down edge, a couple of rigs, one rig at a time, down edge in a few different spots, fishing with just basic supermarket baits. So without further ado, let's get set up and let's get dropped in and see if we can winkle a few fish out. But first, I'm going to talk you through my setup. I've put on a bit more camo today. So the hat last week, I feel like because I had the camo hat on, the fish had no idea I was even here. But I've put the camo trousers on this week. I thought 6 fish the other day, going to get 8 fish today, aren't I? They're never going to see me. Let me talk to you about this rod. Now, it's a bit scratched, it's a bit scuffed. It's not new, it's not brand new. And the reel, listen at this. Bearings are not gone, but they're not perfect. And that's because I found this rod and reel on a walk around a lake in Nottinghamshire. I'll put the clip on the screen now. Just walking around Langode Lakes and just found this chucked in edge bottom. Little stalking rod and a Carp Runner reel on it. No use to me, but I want to get this cleaned up. Might even use it for a future video. But not bad for free, that. And that is how I found it. I went for a walk with my partner and kids, stumbled across a rod that had just been discarded in edge bottom. The ceramic in this eye was missing and it was bent. It needed some work. It is still a 2-piece rod, look, little tiny stalker rod. But it just needed a bit of attention and the reel was on it. And it was packed full of mud. It didn't turn. I had to take it apart, service it. After today, it may probably never get used again. We'll see how it performs. But I've even bought a spare reel with me. That's how much mud and stuff was in this reel. We how long it had been submerged in the lake. So it could have problems. It might not. It might be fine. But it's a little, the runner feature still works absolutely fine. So what we'll do is we will get a rig on it and then I'll chuck some bait out. We'll get dropped in and we'll see if a rod that you can find in a lake somewhere can still outperform not fishing with one at all. New. These rods are about 13-14 quid, I think, from NGT on their website. I think you can get free delivery over a certain amount. They're on eBay, they're everywhere. And the reels are cheap enough as well. So it is a very cheap and effective setup, I think. And these little stalking rods, 2-pound test curve, 6 foot, 2-piece. They get used by everybody, everywhere. I've seen loads of people using them. So I'm going to get it set up, get dropped in down edge, and no bite alarms today. It is just a simple reel fizzing off session. I'm not into noise, you know that. I don't like noise. Very basics with me. Carry all, landing mat, big landing net, few bits, camera bag, and baits for today are as simple as pork and ham, and sweet corn. I've got some fishery pellets as well if I need to, but they are ultimately the choices for today. And the other day, I did that well on chopped pork and ham, I thought I can get some more, because you can't get luncheon meat absolutely anywhere. Anyway, I went to the shop, didn't have chopped pork and ham in stock, but they had 600 tins of luncheon meat, so we've got best of both worlds today. Let's get set up. Oh, I brought some rake tackle today. We'll get set up and we will get out and see if we can snare us a few fish today. But it's just like a bit of a throwaway episode today, just so you've got something. So there's something there. Who knows? It might be entertaining, might be rubbish. Who knows? It's just that idiot off YouTube fishing the absolute rubbish that he keeps finding on his walks and catching fish with it. So let's get it set up. Right, quite straightforward now. Got to be a little bit quiet because there's people fishing behind me. So, sweet corn, simple. In here, chopped luncheon meat and loads that I've not chopped. Don't chop it all up at once. Just leave a chunk together and it stays a bit fresher. But everything around me, I've got brolly up. I don't know if it's going to rain or not. Get it up, bit of shelter. Why not? The rod is all set up. Look at that, simple as it gets. So if I grab this, I've got some 0.19 hook length to a size 12 fishing front at pay. Size 12, maximum size hook is a 12, size 12 MCMB Preston barbless hook with a hair on it straight through, down to a quarter, I think it is, lead clip. Big ring swivel, Preston one, and then onto my main line. And it's all free running. Only free running rigs here at Allcroft. So really simple, not clumsy. I'm actually using a 1.5 ounce lead today, which is 43 gram. I think it's a quarter one again, not quite sure. Just loads of leads and lead clips that I found at bottom of R2 when they drained it. And it's on a rubber sleeve system, so if you get snagged or snapped off and a fish is tethering this, it can pull your lead off, and it's got minimal weight to tow around with it, but it's free running anyway, so we shouldn't have that problem. And that is the setup. So big cube of meat on there, slip it edge down here, and off we go. Temu line, it's £12. I ordered loads of it for other videos and it kept not turning up, and then one day they just sent me a crate of it. So Temu line, it's bright red, and as Matt Hayes used to say, it's the first colour to disappear in water. And this is the setup. NGT Stalker rod, a max 40 Carp Runner reel. You all know how these work. Chuck your rig out. You've got a front drag there that controls your drag on your spool, and then you've got a runner system at back, which actually loosens everything off with a rear drag control there as well. So when you turn handle, it clips back into fight mode. Easy, simple, isn't it? Now, I've never been one to tolerate cheap, nasty tackle, but all this stuff is approved. You can use it. NGT are probably the cheapest brand in UK when it comes to tackle. But I'll tell you something now, it's not tat. I know I call it tat because it's cheap, but this stuff, it's not the best quality in the world, but it's low price and it will do the job. Now, down onto the rest. So if I just drop that there, you see how this worked on last video. It's exactly the same scenario. 2 bank sticks with just some budget rests on. I don't even know where they're from. Rod sits nice and snug on there like so. That's it. Could do with gripper rests on here, but it's right next to me. I'm not running 60 yards to my pod because I'm talking to my mate. This is as basic as it gets. And then this little dropper here sits on my line like that. And that's just on a separate little bank stick. And then when you get an indication, that I'll actually give you an indication and give you a visual to look at. I have got anglers behind me, so if I catch any fish, I'm going to want to come over where you guys are and probably do my best that way. Could do it here, not enough room, but we'll see how we go. And hopefully get some decent catch shots for you, if we catch any. So Saturday, it's 8:30 in the morning. I'm all set up. I'm going to put some bait on and get winged out. Right, here we go. So, let's Move that net out of the way a bit. And then I'm just going to drop it underneath this tree. Where shall I do it? Where? There. And then come back up here. Oh, move my net handle. Where can I put it? Where can I put it? Tell you what, I'll just put it here for when I need it. And then how this works is just relocate that a little bit. You push this into the floor. Oh. Take up the slack like so. There we go, not too tight. And then it's actually still not quite right, that. Put it down at an angle a bit. Like that, we'll try that. Bait runner on. Oh, there we go, try that. There we go, just hook it on like that. Now, it's completely free running. If a fish picks up the bait and runs with it, we're on the runner feature on the reel, it can just run, and the bobbing, I can just watch that for a visual, for any sort of drop back bites or any indications or anything like that. But we are fishing with a tiny NGT Stalker rod, and stalking is pretty much roving around, dropping in front of reeds, going down lily pads, stalking really. So this isn't really stalking as much as it's like I don't know, I guess it could be. I'm just sat still, aren't I guess you're sat still when you're stalking and you're waiting, but a little stalker rod, little runner reel, pretty much what it's made for. So lots of fish topping now. So we'll leave it, see if we get any indications, and if it sits quiet for a bit, I'll put a bit of feed out, probably a bit of corn or even some pellets. But my baits are there, not complicating anything, it's nice and simple, and yeah, just fishing with the absolute basics today, not complicating it at all. So we'll sit back, relax. Cup of tea. I've said this before about cup of tea bites. I've been at Southfield, on here, a few other places, and what I've done when it's been freezing cold in winter, it's middle of summer now, when it's been freezing cold in winter, I've actually poured myself a cup of tea because it's freezing cold, and rod's just gone, feeder's gone round, or rod's run off or whatever. So it's a bit early yet, but it is known for fast bites on here. Oh, look at that, the brown goodness. So yeah, paternity leave, having a baby, is due, it's Saturday, is due Tuesday morning, the 5th, through, it's all arranged, because he's head up, right, and we just need to get him here safely. We've had a few scares other week, and yeah, not good for the old ticker, and can only imagine how my missus is feeling. So yeah, if this episode is just an absolute load of rubbish, I apologise. This isn't my everyday style of fishing, it's not what I normally do, but what I normally do isn't also everybody's everyday style of fishing. I just thought, every now and again, we all think about just taking a few little bits fishing and just chilling out, just minimal stuff, bit different, and just enjoying, like, just chilling out. And I really do just need to start and relax a little bit. Oh, that were a big fish. If you look carefully at end up rod, see it? I reckon I've got a skimmer on. Just not quite there enough to run with it, but if you look at where the line enters water, it's not showing up on camera, but where the line enters water, it's just slowly going in and out like so. I reckon I've got a skimmer on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it in, put a fresh bit of meat on, and just see if I've got a skimmer on, but end up rod, it's just constantly alive. There, look, see it again. I think I'm going to wind it and see if I've got a skimmer on. Yeah, we've got a bream. Oh, not a bad one though. So, first fish on the NGT Stalker rod is this little bream. And it's not a bad one actually, it's alright. So, where are you up to, fella? Oh, come at it net. Happy days. So, let's rig. And here is our little bream. Lovely fish, isn't he? So, we'll get him slipped back, get a fresh bit of meat on, and then we will drop it back in edge, see if we can winkle one of these carp out that we've come for, but lovely bream him, start we. Right, so, got a bream on meat, don't mind them. I'm not an all out carp angler, so it's not like they're bothering me. But it's not a bad bream. A nice on feeder. So, another piece of meat on. No boilies here, by the way. Sweet corn is pretty much the only seed-based bait you can use. That's all you need, really. You don't need any more than that. But yeah, little free running rig. Let's drop this back out in that margin again. Did feel a bit snaggy to start with when I lifted into that fish, so I'll drop it back out in front and just wait out for another one. Right, here we go again. Rig. Just going to drop it in there. Yeah, simple. Walk it back up, put it back on rest. So again, oh, stuck on a bit of foliage. Fish will pull that off. I'm not going to tighten up to it too much, just there will do. Runner on, bob in over my line. There we go. And that is trap set again. So, grab my brew and wait for another one. I've got a watch on, it's 9:05. I've got a watch on so I can keep track of time, how long each cast is staying out for, and yeah, give me a good idea if I need to feed, if not. The other day we did well, just fishing on single baits over there. I only started feeding later on when they really started coming into edge. I couldn't even get feed out at one point. I was dropping lead in over there, dropping bomb in, and it was just ripping off. Oh, indication then. A tiny lift at bobbing, I think. Oh, a big carp with its back out, it's just come right over at swim. You can't see that from there, but maybe a few fish have turned up. Right. I'm going to put a fresh bit of meat on, and then I'm going to drop it in front at the next peg to my left, simply because there's a lot of fish there, keep making a lot of noise. There's a big snag to the left hand side of it, so that might be a bit challenging, but not really getting much indication here. I've seen a couple of fish right in front at the peg here, but there's a lot of fish to my left hand side, so I'm going to drop it down there and come back. And hopefully if I hook any, they're going to go out into open water, so I'll put some fresh bait on, drop it back down there. Fresh meat on, and we'll drop it in over here. Oh yeah, a few tail patterns here. I'm going to drop it in down here. Like that. And then walk up the bank without getting snagged. Oh, please don't snag. Oh, I've got to bloody snag this bit now. There we go. Right. I think I'm snag free. Put that down there like that. Don't mind line being on this foliage here. Oh, this is a bit brave, this. At some point I might have to budge my rod a bit further forward, but for now we'll just go with that. Oh yeah. Right. We'll sit back and wait for that one. I think what I'll do is I'll keep feeding down to my right hand edge down here. I'll put a bit of corn in, a bit of meat, and then if it becomes a problem fishing in front of the next peg, I've always got that to fall back on. So we'll sit and wait for the run in front of that peg. But there's quite a few fish there, lots of tail patterns coming up, so should be in with a good chance. Oh, that's on. Oh my god. Oh. That is on. We have a fish on the free found NGT Carp Stalker rod from down this left hand margin. Feels like a carp. Can take line if it wants to. Oh ah, no bad then. Oh, it's coming right in. Don't come that close. Nice. Yeah, performing all right. Let's get that net ready. Not a big fish, but yeah, it's doing carpy stuff on free tackle. Let's net him. Not a big fan of this standing up stuff. These nets are huge. This carp fishing stuff's going to take some getting used to, I'll tell you that. I've got a camo on as well, haven't I? This fish had no chance of seeing me. Wow, it plays incredible, this rod. Oh. And he's in the net. So, first fish on the free NGT Carp Stalker rod is this lovely little mirror carp. Where are you hooked? Oh, it's come out again in the net. Lovely. Barbless hooks for the win. And fish number one on meat from the next peg is this lovely little tiny baby mirror carp. How awesome is that on a NGT Carp Stalker with a max 40 reel? Who knows? What I do know is I'm going to get him back and try and get another one. Oh, in he goes. Oh, he's ready. Off he goes. Easy fishing. Right, first carp in the bag. We've had a bream as well, haven't we? So let's not get too run down. Still early in the session, as they say. Singular. cube of meat, bait needle through, onto the hair, close the gate so you don't let the sheep out, slide it on, and then just a simple bait stop. These are far too small for meat, by the way, but I don't like leaving loads of plastic out in the lake. And that is what's just done the business. So I'm going to slip this back out in front of that peg next to us again, and we'll wait, see if we can snare another one. Put you on there, close you, tighten down to it. There we go. There we go. Bobbing on. Oh, easy fishing this, isn't it? If I give that a squeeze. There we go. Runner on, quick test. Oh, back in business. Now, sit down and wait for, hopefully, carp number 2. Oh, that's on. Oh. Carp number 2 on the free tackle challenge. Oh, he's gone right under this tree. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Please go back out. Oh no. This ain't looking good, people. Oh, it might be. Carp Stalker and the max 40 reel. All front peg down to the left hand side. And a bit of meat. It's playing surprisingly well, actually. Where's my net? Where's my net? There it is. Oh, and he's in. Oh, nice little common. So probably about 4 or 5 pound. Oh, not a big one for in here. You settle down, young fella. Where's your hook? Oh, there it is. Just unhooked himself. Barbless hooks. So here's another stunning. It's only a small fish, probably about £5 on the free NGT rod and max 40 reel here at Allcroft. Free because I found them. Let's get some bubbles off him. He's not very happy, so we'll be quick. But here we are. Another example of what fish you can expect to catch on just free budget gear. How's about that? So what we'll do is bring him back in, go back down that left margin and see if we can snare another one. Get you back, fella. Right, slip him in there. Oh, there he is ready. Off he goes. Lovely stuff. Right, so got a mirror, got a common, got a skimmer on the free found next generation tackle stalking rod. Can't be bad. On a little cube of meat, I've actually scaled down a bit more. I've changed my hook. I've gone from an MCMB Preston back to a Amazon Animal barbless, which, to be fair, the MCMB would probably be my favourite hook. Don't know. Am I catching because I've changed hooks? Probably not. Are they hooking up since I've changed hooks? Yes, they are. So, you know, kind of got to take those factors into account, haven't you, really? So another piece of meat. There we are. That is the rig that's doing the business. As simple as that. So I'm going to drop it back down in front of this peg to my left, chuck a couple of freebies over the top afterwards, and sit back and wait for another one. Oh. So that is the rig in place. Pop that down there. Tighten up to it. Oh dear. So the idea is just to put it over all this foliage here. A fish will, it's not snagged, it's just resting against it. A fish will pull me out of it when I get a bite, if I get a bite. So yeah, it's not as bad as it looks. Let me bobber. And there we are back fishing again. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get some cubes of meat chopped up. Got plenty left. Chuck some of these over the top and sit back and wait for another one. So chop them up. The night's all I'm going to feed over the top. Just so I've got a couple of mouthfuls for a couple of carp that come in to swim. And my hook bait over there ready for them to nail. Oh, that's one. Not a bream. It's a little carp. Yeah. Oh, wow, wow. Good, ain't it? Oh, got him. Oh, a tiny fish, right. Let's get him on the mat and see what we've got. Carp number 3. There's a lovely mirror. Buried in grass. Right, the hook is still in his mouth. Oh no, it's gone through his... Right, there it is. No, hooked into the net. It's just stitched him through his lip. Oh yeah. I know, pal. Lovely fish. Right, let's get that rig from underneath it. I know, I won't like it either. So I've hooked this fish, and it's actually gone under peg, back out again, and it's like snagged itself around a bit of twine that's on peg. I don't know what it's for. But it's a lovely fish. Well, he's got some line attached to him that's not even from my rig. I managed to get him out. He was pigtailed on my line on my rod, but the NGT Carp Stalker has, once again, what do you like on that side? It's a stunning fish. Stalked out a beautiful mirror carp. This is a stunning fish. Probably one of the best looking fish I've caught in a long time. On the free NGT Carp Stalker and the Max 40 reel. Absolutely bagging up. This fish does not want to behave, so I'm going to quickly get him back in and probably drop him for another one. But look at him. Stunning little fish. Right, I'll slip him back in and have a drop in, probably for one more, we'll see yet. There we go. Off you go, fella. Let's scoop you nice and carefully like that. There he goes. And now I can drop back in down this right hand margin, hopefully for another one. And again, it's all simple, basic stuff. I'm not complicating anything. Just bits of meat, like that. Not too big with them today. Notice that fish, I don't seem to be getting any interest at all if I'm cutting them too big. So, actually trimmed them right down. Not small enough though that I get pestered with bream. And we have already had a bream. So, put that in there. Slide it onto the hair. Like that. And I've actually been feeding it. I've actually been fishing it over corn. I've been chucking a bit of corn in. Chucked a few 6 mils in, fish with 6 mils. And yeah, it's just basic stuff, like really simple. I'm not the biggest carp angler in the world, guys, and I think you all know that. I'll never aspire to be either. Who knows? It might take on at some point, but it's just not a style of fishing that really hooks me. I like to be able to do this sort of stuff. If I were fishing here on method today, I'd probably be on carp number like 10 or 15, just waiting out on method. This sort of stuff, I just find it a bit clumsy, a bit big, a bit like beginner stuff. I'm not slating carp anglers, by the way. I'll probably fathom this out at some point, but who knows? Get in comments, let me know. I might be missing something, but what I am going to say is I'm not enjoying it. This is quite nice. Little tiny rod, little bait runner reel. Could do with some smaller leads, I think. It's really safe, the lead clip system. Happy with that. So, I'll drop this back in and hopefully get another one. Right, so let's drop it down here. I keep checking that left hand margin because I've been feeding it all day. I'm just going to pop this back where I've just had that one from, which is there. And then come back to rest, bail arm over, and then plonk him down here like that. And then tighten up, not too much. Runner on, yep, nice and slack. Bobbing on, and we're fishing already. So, yeah, not be much longer. And what I'll do is I'll wait it out for probably one more, and if we can snare one, it'll be a bonus. Right, let's sit back and relax. Oh, too busy drinking my tea. Oh, that's on. Oh yes, they have come into the edge. This rod is playing absolutely fantastic. Incredible little rod this. Wow, catching these carp just here under this tree to my right hand side. I prefer this with short handle on it. A lot more easier to manage. He's right back over at swim now, I don't want him there. Come on. Oh yeah, it's a match made in heaven, this max 40 reel and this stalker rod. Not a massive fish again. Oh, I didn't like coming in there. Have a look at you. Wait, it's net. Oh, right under peg. Net in there like that. Oh, please get out from under there. I don't like that tree. Wow. Oh my God. Not a big fish, but flying around. He really wants to go under this peg. It is to hook these fish down here at Allcroft. This rod is absolutely brilliant. Playing absolutely wonderful. Oh, could have got him then. Get out from under that tree, please. Come on, let's be having it. Show everybody what a free rod and reel can catch.
Oh my God.
Little comment. Nice little comment as well. Oh, looks like the same fish I had the other day when I come. Oh, and he's in the net. Get in, or whatever they say. Oh, he's a lovely shape. Like all the characteristics of like a 50 pounder, but he's probably only like £4. Right, where are you hooked, fella? There's some more line. Don't kick off. I'm going to turn you over. Oh, out of the way. Yep. Oh, you hooked yourself. Nope. Oh, look at that. No tools required. Barbless hook out. And here we have, again, on the NGT Stalker rod, which were free with the reel, what we found. Another little tiny Allcroft common carp. Just wait for him, he's going to go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. They'll be mad. They'll get mad at you. Little tiny Allcroft common carp on a piece of meat under a tree on a free rod and reel that we found walking around another lake somewhere. So get yourself out or get yourself a new NGT rod and reel and start bagging up on them. Absolutely amazing. So I'm going to get him back and probably have a drop in for one more. Said one more last time, but I think I'm going to drop in for one more this time. Right, let's get you back, fella. Oh, back you go, fella. Lovely fish, him. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh, what do you reckon? One more? One more. Oh, I reckon we've got time for one more. It's getting a bit late. So I'll probably drop back in for one more and go from there. But what a success it's been so far. Catching these little carp here at Allcroft. There's some big uns in here. Not massive, but you know, decent. I think they go up to about £20. And there's a lot in that sort of £15 to £20 bracket. There's, you know, there's loads on them. So this time of night, when matches are done, the fish have wised up to going down edges for hook grub. So we've got a better chance now than ever of getting another one. And again, I've not changed anything. It's the same rig, same hook length. I changed the hook earlier on just because I lost a bit of faith in that other one. Just don't think it's the hook to have for big baits, but I've gone back to a Amazon animal hook, size 12, and still on free running gear with little tiny bait runner and rod. So I'll drop it back in and see if we can winkle one more out for you. Oh. Right, nothing in front of that peg to my left yet. I don't think there's going to be either. So I'm just going to play it safe. Go back down my right hand edge. Come back up here. Bail I'm on. Onto my rest. Tighten up. Like that. Runner on. Nice and slack. Get my bobbin. Just put my bobbin over my line like that. And we're fishing again. So, one more. If we don't get one more, we'll wrap it up anyway, but one more. And we'll call it a day. Oh, there we go. That's on. Oh, he's going. Oh, he's alright, he's going out. Another one. What was that, 2 minutes? This little rod is incredible. Come on, you come back. I guess I am stalking, aren't I? Creeping up to margins, dropping a rig in. Oh. Yep. Oh, a bit better. Oh, he's right over at swim again. Don't do that. This would be a nice one to end on. Oh, don't say that because I'll lose him. Don't go under there. Please, no, don't go under there. There he comes. Oh yeah, a bit better. I don't like standing up doing this. They've destroyed a swim anyway. There's a big mirror. Oh, didn't like that. Oh, I don't want to. Definitely a fish to end on, and I mean it, otherwise she will divorce me before we even married. So let's untangle you. There's the lead, hook length, and again no Gucci tools. Let's see if we can do it by hand. Can we? Oh, we can. Look at that. Easy stuff.
See ya.
See you in a bit. Might have got 2 new fans for channel, eh? Did you hear that? So he'll look us up, he said. Right, so blinding day today, fishing with this little NGT Stalker 6-foot rod. It's been an absolute treat, to be fair, simply because I've only been fishing at short range. Last thing you need is to be fishing with huge, massive 12-foot rods. I mean, ideally, normally when I do this sort of carp fishing, I'm fishing with little tiny 7-foot rods anyway, 7-9-foot rods. And this little fella, like the rest, is fell out of a margin swim. I've had a couple from over there in front at next peg. I've had a couple just from under this tree behind me. And this is the latest one to grace the net on a single cube, probably about 8mm, a single cube of chopped pork and ham, not even luncheon meat, the cheap nasty stuff, and in conjunction with a little tiny 13-15 pound rod, I think it is, with a little, I think it's another 10-15 quid reel, Temu line, and some very basic carp rig setup. We've absolutely nailed a few. And this little mirror carp here is a lovely fish to end on. I'd probably say he's about 7 or 8 pound. He's not massive, but just goes to show that if you want some nice steady carp fishing sport on the cheapest to tackle, I mean, this one was free. It was found at a lake full of mud, probably weren't fit to be used, and all I've done is I've cleaned it up, I've trimmed the broken bit off the end, serviced the reel, put some fresh line on it, and look, we are here at Allcroft bagging up on mirror carp, and it's absolutely no chore at all. So this is definitely going to be a fish to end on. I'm going to slip him back and yeah, conclude this amazing session for you all. In you go, fella. You've been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for that. I'd like to finish on a good one. Let's get you back in. Show everybody how you can swim off. Oh, you're going back into the net. I know I should scoop you out, but I need to be doing carpy stuff, mate. Come on. Oh, and a quick squirt before he goes. A quick slurp. Right, session over. Let's get packed up and call it a day. Right, so that pretty much concludes it. What have we learnt today? Well, I'll tell you something that I have learnt. I have learnt that this style of fishing, forgetting the backdrop, carp fishing at Allcroft, this style of fishing, chair, a bit of camo, been wearing camo half my life, and just a bit of walkabout gear, you can wander up and down any riverbank, any natural reservoir, any big massive lake hunting for big specimen fish. And it's absolutely not a chore at all. I actually quite enjoy it. Not going to dismiss the fact that this isn't my style of fishing, so please don't any on you think, oh, he's going to the dark side. I'm an angler and I like pursuing different ways of catching fish. This is one that I used to do when I was very young and never really got a chance to well, we aren't slagging this style of fishing off. I just feel like it's a bit bulky. It's a bit heavy, you know, to catch the fish that you're catching. And I know this is a commercial, and this isn't how you'd approach them anyway. But if I were going to target a big syndicate lake or a lake that's only got like a few, you know, a small head of carp in it, yeah, I'd probably go with this, because punching a method feeder out into the abyss when there could be carp a kilometre away from my rig, yeah, I think I'd sooner sit out with a rig like this. Not this rod, obviously. So yeah, I'm probably going to start and open doors to all different aspects of fishing. Probably going to start and do a bit more further afield. So if you've got any venues in mind where stuff like this will be all right, or rivers or anything, drop in comments, let me know. And it'd be nice to start and try and expand the channel, because this is more than just a fishery audit channel. I do enjoy a bit of fishing as well. So this little rod here, the NGT Carp Stalker 6 foot 2-piece 2-pound test curve, it's actually broken. This was about that long. It was snapped when I got it, had a bit missing. I trimmed it off. That eye there had the ceramic missing. I took it off and put a fresh eye on, and this is it. It's probably not the best rod in the world for lots and lots and lots of heavy carp fishing, but my point here today is that is what this rod is designed for. It's what it's been manufactured for. It's what it's gone through its testing for, and yeah, nailed it. Bit of mono was the hook length, size 12 barbless hook here at Allcroft, and a free running rig look. Nice and simple, sticking to rules, and it still catches your fish. You don't need to complicate things. And then the Max 40 Carp Runner reel, where Angling Pursuits, NGT, same thing. To buy these new, you're looking at about 25 quid, 30 quid for the rod and reel, brand new. Whether you get it off eBay or a convenience store that's got an NGT account, get yourself one. This is a wicked bit of kit. I actually told myself that if it's any good today, I'm actually going to go out and buy a new one and just chuck this one, but I'm just going to keep this one in back in my car, I think, can't reel. And it seems to work just fine. Considering the state it was in when I first found it, yeah, I'm pretty gobsmacked how well it's done today. Baits of choice, chopped pork and ham, poor man's luncheon meat, actually the same price as luncheon meat, and a tin of Tesco sweet corn. Sweet corn is the only seed allowed here at Allcroft anyway, and chopped pork and ham, I've still got half a tin left. I have literally been cutting chunks out, and then like the offcuts, you know, the rounded bits on the end, I've been using them to feed and chop up. So easy fishing, very simple stuff. So that's a wrap. If you're watching this video now, I'm going to be on paternity leave. This is my day job, it's what I do. I'm going to be on paternity leave. Me and my amazing partner are having a baby, and just need to make sure that I'm doing man and dad stuff. And it won't be long, I promise you, until I'm back. I'm probably not going to have any time off. I've done this so you've got something to watch while I'm off. But if there is any quiet spells, got a baby at home, just probably going to have some fun and yeah, and just get used to being a dad all over again. So don't worry, nothing's changing. And it does mean that in the future we'll have another little tiny that's on with, I can't give the name away yet. You've probably already seen it on Facebook by this time. So yeah, thank you all for your support. Thanks for watching. This has been the NGT Carp Stalker 6 foot 2-piece 2-pound test curve cheap rod and reel challenge, free rod and reel challenge with the Temu line. And yeah, get yourself one, get out and get some fishing done. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. It's completely free of charge, and that way every time you go on YouTube, my content will be there ready and waiting for you to watch. It doesn't cost anything, it's completely free. All it does is add it to your favourites list, that's all it does, and it's there ready and waiting every time I upload a video. And lastly, comments. Have you fished at Allcroft before? Do you like fishing for carp? Have you got an NGT Carp Stalker? Who cares? Who knows? And, well, we'll just have to see what the future brings for this little rod. Let me know in comments if you've got one and what your best catch on it is. Until next time, I will see you all on the next one. Ugh.